Welcome to episode 25th of Lomas Astrology. In this episode, we are going to talk about fourth house and its significations. So, fourth house is a Kendra house. Basically, it is a second Kendra house after first house. When we were discussing about first house, we discussed that first house is a Kendra as well as a Trikona house. That is the only house which is Kendra as well as Trikona house. Apart from that fourth house, seventh house, and 10th house are Kendra houses. Okay, so fourth house is the second Kendra house, and it represents happiness of native. Okay, mother. It tells about mother. Okay, it also signifies your home. Okay, it also signifies movable and immovable property. Okay, so basically if you see the life pattern of a person, okay, so till the time a native is ready to face the outside world, okay, which means he is born, then he starts growing, he enjoys his childhood. Throughout these phases, if you see, he gets or she gets all happiness from mother in the form of care and love. Okay, all the required stuff, okay, whatever he needs or she needs, they get, everything is fulfilled by um, a native's mother. Okay, so that is why happiness is also closely related to mother. Okay, and any affliction to fourth house may lead to a kind of problem related to mother, and inherently if mother has problem, then it will impact the native as well. Okay, his happiness will get impacted directly. Okay, second thing, for a person, any person in this world, not there's no exception to it, everybody wants his own house to live in, his own uh, comfortable home to live in, right? So fourth house represents home, and if you see closely again, the home, again, home is somewhere, it is giving comfort to a person, to native, right? So all sorts of happiness, comfort is coming from home as well. A very comfortable home, own home, okay, uh, is also signified by fourth house. So any affliction to fourth house may lead to a person, a very badly afflicted fourth house, okay, may lead to a person, a homeless life also. Okay, or he may not have his own home, rather he'll be living in a rented house. Okay, all right. Now it represents longevity of father. How? Because father is represented by ninth house, which we will talk about later, and it is the eighth house from ninth house. If you'll count from ninth, so it you'll end up to number 8. Okay, if you'll start one from ninth house. Okay, so uh, we saw that for natives own longevity, if you want to see, then eighth house of the horoscope. Okay, when you will start from ascendant and you will count counterclockwise, you will reach to number 8, and that house is eighth house, and that is the longevity of natives longevity. Okay, so fourth house is eighth house from ninth house. That is a bhavat bhavam principle, which also we will discuss going forward, but just understand that fourth house is the longevity of father. Okay, we can see the longevity of father from fourth house, and all sorts of general happiness. Okay, home comfort, peace at home, all these things are represented by fourth house. Fourth house also represents servants. Okay, again, servants, what does it signify? if someone is having servants, means he or she is getting comfort, right? They are getting um, comfortable life. Okay, they have people to do things. They are not going to do it on their own, right? So having servant, all those things are ultimately giving happiness or comfort, okay, to native. So fourth house is representing servants also. Fourth house for a politician, fourth house is his chair, his throne, okay, his position, okay. So that is, if you are seeing a politician's horoscope, then fourth house is his throne, okay. Whether he will get that throne or not, that will be signified by fourth house, okay. Then fourth house for a doctor, okay, it is his clinic. For industrialist, it will be factory, okay. Fourth house will be representing the factory. For a philanthropist, it will be representing the trust, okay. And fourth house also represents movable as well as immovable properties, okay. So when we talk about movable properties, then it may, you can consider vehicles also, okay. So fourth house is representing or signifying vehicles also, okay. And if it signifies vehicle, then any kind of vehicular accident will also be seen from fourth house also, only, okay. That also should be seen, not only, okay. Fourth house also should be examined for any kind of vehicular accident, because fourth house is representing vehicle. So any kind of affliction, Mars or any malefic influence, 6 8 12 house involvement might lead to vehicular accident as well, okay. So movable property, it represents like car and vehicles. Immovable property, for example, land, okay, house. So these type of, or farmland, so these type of immovable properties are also represented by or signified by fourth house. And Karka for uh, that is Mars, okay. Now if you see, it represents immovable property as land, so it also represents agriculture, it also signifies agriculture, okay. So if a native in a native's horoscope, if you see a very close connection of fourth house, 10th house and Mars, you may think of at least that he his profession will be related to agriculture somehow, okay. Because 10th house is profession, fourth house is signifying agriculture, and Mars is coming into picture for land. So somehow it will be related to agriculture. Not necessarily he will be a farmer, okay. Maybe with the influence of other planets, he might be a professor teaching yeah, teaching agriculture related courses in universities or colleges, or he may be agricultural engineer as well. He may be a farmer. He may be. I mean, it should be related to agriculture. He might be selling agricultural products, but somehow it will be related to agriculture. Further deep down, if you want to do, I mean, if you want to dive deeper and see what profession exactly he'll be going into, then other planets, other factors will come into picture. At broader level, you can say that these connections may lead to a person in uh, agriculture related profession, okay. It also represents uh, home environment, okay. So any kind of affliction will lead to not good home environment, okay, not comfortable, okay. and that may lead to, inherently it will lead to uh, a kind of disturbed peace at home. Okay. And ultimately it will not give that much happiness, right? So all these things are linked. Okay? So the karaka for fourth house is moon, which represents mother, Mars, which represents land, and Venus, which represents vehicle and luxuries, um all these things. Okay. So if a fourth house is well fortified, then a person will have all the worldly desire, all the worldly, uh, things. And if it is afflicted, then he may be lacking of worldly comfort. Okay. So please remember these significations, and going forward, we will see how to analyze if the house is well fortified or afflicted, and based on that, we can predict the result. So that's all in this episode. Thank you so much.